Hello friends, it's Michelle Maddox of Sedona Meditation Experiences with a new episode of Sedona Meditation Adventures. This is my show where I come out to places in and around Sedona and the desert southwest and share with you the beautiful energy of the earth and talk with you about mindfulness and meditation and do a little practice. Look where I am this week. I am atop a hill surrounded by so much beauty. You can see snow back there in the Mingus Mountains behind me and this gorgeous hill that I'm atop. And then, the beautiful red rocks of our beloved and always beautiful Sedona. So let me get situated and we'll talk about nature's cycles. So just this past Monday was the spring equinox. And that means it's officially, astronomically, spring. It may not be spring weather where you are. It's still quite chilly here in Sedona. But it means that the days are now getting longer than the nights here in the Northern Hemisphere. And not just that, but it also means that the sun is more directly overhead. And it will continue to be more directly overhead for us here in the Northern Hemisphere until we reach the first day of summer, the summer solstice in June. So the spring equinox is one of these great cycles in nature that humans have been celebrating and honoring and paying attention to forever. And it's a lovely cycle, this whole seasonal change, these cycles. It's a lovely opportunity to get on board, get into rhythm with those nature cycles and use that energy for your own life. So the way that we can use this spring equinox energy, and the energy is still around, even though the spring equinox has already happened, the energy stays with us for a couple of weeks. So if you didn't do any kind of ceremony to welcome in the spring and kind of get clear about what's up for you this spring, we'll do a little of that today. And you still have time to put that into practice. But spring is the time when the ground starts warming up for the reasons I just explained. And when the ground warms up, things start moving. The earth starts to thaw from the winter, and the worms start moving around, getting the soil ready, and the seeds start warming up and sprouting. And before long, we've got spring bursting forth from the earth with all of the beautiful flowers and the new life on the trees. And maybe you've already seen some signs of that where you are. And it happens ongoing. It's not just one explosion. It's one round of plants do their thing, and then another round of plants do their thing, and then it calls in the insects and the birds, and the whole cycle gets on board. And so should you. Not just by enjoying, although certainly by that. I mean, spring, what's more enjoyable than spring? But also to get yourself spiritually aligned with these cycles. And with spring, it's just exactly what it sounds like. It's this time for whatever's within you, whatever's been resting and kind of taking form in the dream world during the winter rest, is ready to burst forth and create new energy for you. And maybe you know what that is. Maybe you have a really clear sense of what is within you, ready to burst forth. And maybe you're not so clear. So that's why it's important to take the time, slow down, take the time to align yourself with the cycles of nature. Nature's not going to wait for you. It's up to you to take that time and do that. And for people that have been working with me in the various ways that I work with people, like through my Make Meaningful Change monthly meditation program, through my many meditation experiences here in Sedona in person, I've guided a lot of people through this process of getting ready for the spring, kind of winding down the winter and preparing for the spring. So we'll do a short version of that today. But that's not the only cycle. This year, the day after the spring equinox, which was on Monday, so Tuesday, we had a new moon. So another cycle, right? A different cycle, the lunar cycle. But this is the first new moon after the spring equinox, so it makes it very special. And of course the moon's moved into the sign of Aries, or the zodiac is in the sign of Aries right now, the sun is, and that new moon took place in the sign of Aries. So Aries is the ram, it's the first sign of the zodiac. So again, spring, ramming forth into this new energy, bold and fearless, the way that Aries is. So there's so many cycles. There's our daily cycle. There's just cycles all over the place. And you can ignore them and pretend, that your life is just going in rhythm to something else. Or you can jump on board and use the energy of these cycles to help align your spiritual aspirations and goals with the cycles of nature. Give them a little extra oomph and work the way that your ancestors did with these cycles of nature. The sunshine is glorious. So I invite you to get yourself situated for a little practice that I'll guide us through. And if you're able to come outside, do it. You won't regret it. It's so beautiful to meditate out in nature, even if it's just your backyard, on a little patch of grass, or if you don't even have that, just being outside where the fresh air and the sunshine, even if the sun's hidden behind layers of clouds, you can still soak up that energy, be part of the natural world around you. So make yourself comfortable, and when you're ready, you can go ahead and close your eyes and just take a couple of beautiful deep breaths, soaking in all of the nature around you. Letting it fill you up, and then fully exhale, letting go of all the stagnant energy that you're holding on to, and then do it all again. We'll do a couple more. Really breathe it in and let it go. And then letting your breath find its rhythm, and letting your awareness stay in tune with that rhythm. Just let your awareness ride the breath. Letting the breath be natural. You don't need to control or force anything. And as you're breathing, just intend balance for yourself. Balance in your physical body. If you need to make any adjustments to your posture to feel that balance, go ahead and do that. Letting go of tension. Balance in your emotional body. Not trying to solve any problems right now, but just acknowledging whatever emotions are moving through you, letting them be there, and finding joy and peace in this moment. And joy, or rather balance, in your mental body. Balancing the active mind, if you have an active mind, balance that out with the groundedness of being rooted and anchored in your body. And then the balance of all these parts of you. Your mind, your body, your emotions, and your spirit. Balance just like nature is balanced. easy to come back into that balance, but you have to take the steps to make it so. And practicing just even a little bit like we're doing now, it's the perfect way to come back into alignment with the balance and harmony. And while you continue breathing into that balance, become aware of our planet balanced on the spring equinox time. Balanced between day and night, equal amounts for all parts of the planet. Balanced on the edge of a new season. And see if you can feel that within you. Get a sense of it. Feel it. Visualize it. However your intuition works for you. But get a sense of entering into spring, right on the edge of winter and spring, but teetering towards the spring for us here in the Northern Hemisphere. And just notice how that feels. Get a sense of what the winter meant for you. What new dreams were moving through you during the dark time of the winter. How you nourished yourself. And now that we're moving into spring, what new life is ready to sprout from yourself? What feels alive? What feels ready to burst out? What are you excited about? What lights you up with joy? This isn't something to think about, but something to feel. Let your intuition show you. What lights me up with joy? What's ready to sprout in my life this spring season? And while you're sitting with these questions, also notice your reaction. Are you trying to find reasons why these joyous things can't be? Why? Are you welcoming them with open arms? Are you open to change? Or does the status quo serve you in some way that you don't feel ready to let go of? There's no right or wrong answers here. It's just an opportunity to sit with the question and observe. But if you are able to tap into the joy, those seeds that are ready to sprout forth, just send them your love. Let your joy fuel them. Feel them and see them in alignment with this spring season that we're entering. And know that you're working with this great cycle of nature. Put your intention there. Intend to work with the cycle of nature. And feel the excitement of spring, the joy of new life, cute bunnies, beautiful wildflowers, gloriously sunny days. Feel that. Let it permeate every layer of your being. And we'll meditate here for a few moments while you continue working with that energy. Happy spring, friends. And keep in mind that spring is not always a, sunshine and butterflies kind of time. It can be tumultuous. We're still having snowstorms and winter weather, and, just when the tulips start bursting out of the ground, they can get covered in snow, and it can be cold and windy and unpleasant, and that's nature too. So when you set your dreams out there, just know that you're going to be tested. You're going to face some challenges. And how are you going to respond? I hope with some mindfulness and meditation, come back to your center, take those breaths, reconnect with the balance and the harmony all around you, and proceed from that place. It's a much stronger place to work from. If you're coming to Sedona, please look me up and let's come out here and do a meditation experience together. It'll be the meditation experience of a lifetime. It's my honor, and I have so much fun taking people out and sharing with them my stories of Sedona and learning a little bit about where they're at and their meditation experience, and teaching them some tips and guiding them through a beautiful meditation. And for a lot of people, it's the first time that they really get what meditation can be. So it's powerful. It helps to reset your practice, and it helps to give you the big vision and understanding of what meditation is. So until next time, my friends, be well, get out and enjoy nature, and stay balanced and in harmony with the cycles of nature. Until then, this is Michelle Maddox saying goodbye for now.